Basically, in our political forum, we are analyzing issues that are shaping the political landscape of this side of the world, specifically for this season, the Republic of Kenya. How the happenings, the movements, and everything that shapes or gives or paves way on how the future politics in the Republic of Kenya will shape or will take shape. So actually, basically today we are going to discuss on how, depending on what has happened up to this far, that the Ruto is going to face a very clueless and weakest opposition anybody can face when going for higher offices. Actually, in 2027, William Ruto will face a very clueless opposition, a very helpless opposition, the weakest opposition of it all. This is the month of August. In the month of July, actually the events that will happen in which the so-called demonstrations led by the GNCs and the millennials have tried to actually raise red flags for William Ruto. And now this guy has been able to shape this 2027 politics, in that he's now going into it informed. These guys are trying to poke holes in his leadership, but sorry to say they did so early, as in they have given him chance to re-strategize and chance now to regroup. You see, so these guys will go in knowing that where are his weaknesses, his strengths, and all that. So I can say these guys actually began it very early, and they are giving him allowances to be able now to put his cards in order and strengthen his 2027 card. These guys, just to begin with, they had a very good strategy. Yes, that's true. But now they came so early. Only when he was two years in office, that's when they started doing these things. But what if they'd waited 1 year to elections? You know, it could have been so late for him to bring other people on the board and release other people who are baggage to his team. But now they did it so early. This guy now is trying to put in place a campaign team to start putting or helping him now to gain that momentum for 2027 in the name of restructuring a national government of national outlook. But in real sense, if this guy manages to do this and craft all that, he's going to have an easy way into presidency again in 2027. Two, these guys do their demonstrations twice a week, and sometimes once a week, and sometimes they fear to put the streets again. You see, they give him time to rethink. If they could have done it daily, let's say for instance, you see the police have become exhausted because the police are not so many like them. The police are so many. They could have planned themselves in a way that they do it daily, day in, day out. They could have forced the guy not to strategize or rethink and regroup. But now when they do it, let's say on a Tuesday, they go and rest for 2 days, they come on a Thursday. You see, they are giving a guy time to gain momentum and be able to know how to tackle them. So these guys have just been on this case, the guy has been able to switch talk Raila Odinga. Maybe the guy could have dropped his bid for the AU post, but now up to this moment, Raila Odinga has submitted that bid, and William Ruto is really working very hard to see that Raila Odinga is elected as the AU chairperson. Recently, we saw him meet with the eminary of wise people from the AU. So you don't know what is cooking, but I know what is cooking to the advantage of Raila Odinga, and not only to the advantage of Raila Odinga, but also to the advantage of William Samoei Ruto. Because if Raila Odinga is elected the chairman of African Union, you remember the opposition will have been weakened. It's just like castrating the opposition. So Ruto is castrating the opposition, sorry to say, in that moving Raila Odinga from the picture and taking those very close allies of Raila Odinga, those very strong people who can push things, likes of Al Hassan Joho, likes of Oparanya, Opio and I, now are in government. So it will not be that easy for these guys to crack him down in 2027. So he's just left with the likes of Kalonzo Musyoka, the guys who don't know how to push hard, the guys who don't know how to play political cards. You know, sometimes I tell people that politics is not religion, or politics is not church or the mosque. politics, especially politics of the land, are done very different than the very different from the politics of the church. So you see, Kalonzo Musyoka is not that strong. He may enjoy some numbers here and there, but he does not know how to consolidate those numbers. What I mean is that simply Kalonzo Musyoka does not know how to consolidate the numbers. Things might be working on his own, but he doesn't know how to bring the people together, to collect those people who seem to support his agenda, who can stand with him. So this guy lacks that. We need to collect those numbers together and the technical errors, but now you have sorted them. So there are people in UDA and in ODM who feel like this duo could not have come together, Raila Odinga and William Ruto. So Kalonzo Musyoka should be taking those people away from him. These people who seem not to have direction, people like Malala, the people from Raila, people like Mtai Kahiga, should be teaming up with these people, should be trying to collect numbers in advance. Those who feel betrayed should be putting them on his side so that he can form a formidable team that will be strong and actually give Ruto a headache in 2027. But the guy is just there relaxed, waiting for Raila Odinga now to hand over his the mantle to the leadership of the new Azimio Team. Actually, nobody announces you to be a leader. You have to take advantage of situations. You have to be there for people. Actually, leadership should come from within, not from without. Ngoje utangazo wewe ndio kiongozi, actually it won't be there. You should show interest that you can lead. You should show capabilities that you have. Actually, you should show the ability that you have. Okay, when things seems to be going wrong, you should be giving direction. Recently, like yesterday, Malala was chased from UDA. There are some politicians from Western Kenya who feel like the likes of Wetangula and Mudavadi are not doing it enough to be as leaders. So we should be calling those people on board. They should be chanting a way forward as a group. So Kalonzo Musyoka should take an opportunity of the situation. Okay, so this guy should not wait for Raila Odinga to exit for him to take over. He should take over even when Raila Odinga is still there. He should also do a coup, Raila. That is it, for him to be very strong. Because if he does a coup, you will know that he's very serious. At now, he's just wasting himself. Raila Odinga is anamdanganya hivi, but the guy is chanting his own way, his own path. So Kalonzo Musyoka will be the weakest opposition Kenya will ever have. It's the weakest candidate that William Ruto will face in 2027 because the guy seems not to be strategic. I don't know who advises this guy, but at this moment, if I was at his status, I would have taken opportunity of the situation. This is the right time for him to rise. This is the right time for him to show direction. He has to take this opportunity. He has to take this chance and actually show that he can be able to lead. That is it. He should take a firm stand. At this time, this guy should not be meeting Raila at all. He should be chanting his own way in politics, chanting his own path. He need to stop meetings with Raila Odinga because Raila Odinga is now an ally of William Ruto. This guy has given William Ruto a true pass in 2027. And it's clearly seen, unless you are blind. But you can see, politically, you cannot just be working with somebody or sending you cannot send your sons and daughters somewhere to work with someone who's your enemy. Yeah, it doesn't happen that way. Unless this person is your friend, that's how this person can also agree to work with your sons and daughters. And that's what Raila Odinga has done. He has sent his very close friends, his best friend, his allies to work with Ruto, which means Raila Odinga is also working with Ruto. So he has given Ruto a true pass in 2027. If Kalonzo Musyoka wants to be a strong candidate and have a say in 2027 election, he should start working now. He should leave Raila alone, leave those who have gone alone, and chart his own path. So thank you guys for watching. We are coming live from the Nairobi Central Business, and yeah, I hope it's gonna be right. It's gonna be okay with the Kenyan politics, and shall be giving you any developments that comes in Kenyan politics. Anything that is happening, we shall be telling you as it is. across all the four corners of Kenya. So thank you guys, thank you for liking, thank you for subscribing. Kindly share this and comment, and all shall be well. Be blessed guys, bye and see you next time. Bye bye.